You know that feeling, right? When you have your love story planned out in your head, like a perfect movie script. You're the writer, the director, the main star, and you've got every single scene mapped out.
But then, reality hits. The script gets thrown out the window and nothing goes according to plan, and you're left standing there asking yourself this one question, just feeling confused and wondering what went so wrong.
I mean, you planned exactly how it would all unfold. You pictured the first meeting, the romantic dates, the way you just click. It was all supposed to fit together like a perfect puzzle.
Oh, and you definitely planned the win. You had a timeline, didn't you? By this age, after you get that job, the timing felt so important. And of course, there was the who, a specific person. You saw them as the one, and you pinned every single one of your hopes and dreams on them being the co-star in your story.
And then, poof, in an instant, it's gone. The plans crumble, the person leaves, and that beautiful story you were writing just comes to this sudden, painful stop.
So let's talk about that moment when your plan fails. It's so easy to feel like it's a personal failure, right? Like your story is the one that's broken. But let's challenge that for a second. I want you to really consider this. What if this painful detour, this feeling of being lost, isn't a sign that your story is going wrong at all?
What if you aren't the only author holding the pen? What if a far greater, far wiser author is crafting a story for you that is so much more beautiful than anything you could have written for yourself?
And this brings us to this incredible idea, the divine author. This is about shifting our focus from our own limited, flawed plans to a perfect, all-knowing divine plan that's always working in our favor.
This illustrates it perfectly. Look, our view, it's like we're peeking through a tiny keyhole. All we can see is this one painful moment, this one closed door. But Allah's view? He sees the entire garden. He sees the whole masterpiece from beginning to end. And this verse from the Quran just captures that idea so beautifully. That thing you dislike right now, that heartbreak, it might actually be a profound good for you. That person you loved and lost, maybe, just maybe, they were bad for you in a way you could never have known. He knows, and we don't.
So if we really take that in, it leads us to this powerful new way of thinking, the purpose of heartbreak. It means that even the most painful chapters aren't mistakes, they're lessons. They have a reason for being there. You know, not everyone who enters your life is meant to stay forever. Some people are there to teach you a lesson about yourself. Some are there to show you exactly what love isn't, so you can recognize what it is. They're there to help you grow, and sometimes their departure is the very thing that brings you closer to God.
And I find this so comforting. An ending doesn't mean your entire story is over. It just means that specific chapter is complete. It served its purpose, and now it has to close to make room for the next, even better chapter to begin.
And we always come back to this profound truth. While you were stressing about your little plan falling apart, a much bigger, much better plan was already unfolding for you. Trusting this is everything.
Now this next concept can bring such an incredible amount of peace, it's a real game changer. It's the idea of seeing love not as something you have to hunt for, but as your provision, something that is destined for you. The term for this is rizq, and I want you to think of it like a package that has your name on it. It's your divine portion of everything in life, and that includes love. The most important thing to understand about rizq is this: what is meant for you will never ever miss you. And what misses you, well, it was never meant for you in the first place. The Quran gives us this deep certainty. Just like every single creature on this planet is provided for without fail, your provision, your rizq in love, is also guaranteed by Allah. It's already on its way. So, what does this actually mean for you day to day? It means you can breathe. You can stop chasing. You don't have to force a connection that just doesn't feel right. You don't have to lose parts of yourself trying to make a broken thing work. Because what is truly for you will come to you with ease and peace, not with struggle and anxiety.
And when you finally let go and trust in this process, that's when you make space for the absolute best part of the whole journey, the beautiful surprise. Honestly, this is the secret ingredient. That's the signature of a divinely written story. If it happened exactly the way you planned it, you'd think you did it all on your own. But when it arrives in a way that completely surprises you, at a time you didn't expect, with a person you never saw coming, that's when you know. You know it was arranged for you.
So what do you do in the meantime? It's a kind of active trust. First, be patient. I know it's hard, but it's crucial. Second, keep making dua. Keep praying and talking to the author of your story. Third, keep working on being the best version of yourself. And finally, the hardest part, just let go. Trust, and let your story be written.
So please, if you take away one thing, let it be this. You did not fail. Your story isn't broken. Those past heartbreaks weren't a waste of time. They were all just plot twists in a story that's still being written. A story that's going to be a beautiful surprise.